welcome back to the channel. Today I'm ranking every theme park I visited in 2025, from the bottom of the list all the way to my number one of the year. This ranking is based on my overall experience, including atmosphere, ride lineups, theming, food, operations, value, and just how the park felt during my visits this season. This was one of my busiest, craziest, and most theme parks packed year ever. So let's go ahead and dive right into the countdown. Starting off the list at number 18 is going to be Six Flags America. Six Flags America lands on the bottom, and that just doesn't mean I didn't have fun. This park has a few standout rides, such as Superman, Ride of Steel, and still delivers a powerful speed and force, while Joker's Jinx gives you a classic launch coaster adrenaline that is amazing. But overall, the park struggles with its operations, its atmosphere, its aging infrastructure. There's charm here, but it just needs to be polished. If Six Flags was to invest in a few updates and a few new attractions, this park could climb farther. But as we all know, and the sad part of this list is that Six Flags America was permanently closed in November. Up next is number 17, and it's Lake Compounce. This is one of the oldest parks in the country. Its lakeside setting is gorgeous, and of course, Boulder Dash continues to be a monster, especially in the dark. That nighttime forest run is still one of the most unique coaster experiences on the East Coast. But outside Boulder Dash, the lineup is lighter, and the park has had some inconsistent years. Still, every visit feels scenic and relaxed, and the history gives it charm that most parks don't have. Number 16 is going to be Morey's Pier. This is all about the summertime energy, boardwalk nostalgia, and classic thrills. There's nothing like riding roller coasters with the ocean breeze and neon lights all around you. It's a very different type of amusement experience, and one that is most about vibes than massive coasters. The ride lineup isn't huge, but what they have is fun, and the atmosphere is completely unbeatable on warm summer nights. It's a must-do for any boardwalk fan. Number 15, King's Dominion. King's Dominion has a solid 2025 lineup, especially with the introduction of Rapterra, which they added to bring as a replacement for Volcano, which they took out, I believe, in 2018. This has big standouts like Twisted Timbers, Intimidator 305, and Dominator, which still pack heavy punches well after their introduction to the park. But the park continues to feel like it's still in some type of transition, with some areas needing love and long-term vision. And Rapterra helps to boost the energy of the park, but compared to the other visits I had this year, King's Dominion settles into the mid to lower half of this list. Now, the one that kind of hurts the most out of being lower on the list is going to be Islands of Adventure, which is number 14. This one truly hurts because Islands of Adventure is a top tier park, but 2025 was stacked with such heavy hitters that it started to fall down, and something had to end up landing here. It has Velocicoaster, which is one of the best coasters in the world, plus Hagrid's, Hulk, Spider-Man, and Jurassic Park. Every land's immersive, and every ride is polished. The park still delivers unmatched thrills. This placement says more about how incredible the rest of my year was than anything lacking at IOA. And right next to this park is going to be its sister park, and the park that started it all in Orlando, Florida, for the Universal properties, and that's number 13, Universal Studios, Florida. It lands just above IOA because its mix of nostalgia, its atmosphere, its unique energy, and it had this year leading up to Epic Universe's opening. Diagon Alley is still breathtaking. Escape from Gringotts remains one of the best story-driven rides ever made. This park is undergoing changes, but with every transition, it delivers fun days, great food, and that classic movie studio vibe. And of course, this park does have HHN, which is Halloween Horror Nights, which is one of the best Halloween events in the country. But I couldn't let that be what swayed my opinion for where it falls, because that is only for a certain amount of time of the year. So I had to look at it as a total. Number 12 is Animal Kingdom. This park is one of Disney's most beautiful creations. Pandora is worth the trip alone. Flight of Passage is still breathtaking, and the land truly comes alive at night. Everest hits with strong thrills, and the safari is a highlight as always. And the entire park blends wildlife and storytelling like nowhere else. Even though it's ranked number 12, this park shines in a way that no other park does. Now, number 11 is EPCOT. EPCOT has been evolving for many years now, and in 2025, it felt more refreshed and exciting than ever. Cosmic Rewind remains an elite coaster out there. It's smooth, it's intense, it's full of personality, and it spins. The festival, the nighttime entertainment, the World Showcase also brings atmosphere to the park that constantly feels engaging. EPCOT blends education, culture, and thrills in a way that only EPCOT can. It's a solid ranking just outside the top 10. Now here we go, the official top 10 of 2025. Now, number 10 is going to be Dorney Park. Dorney Park always surprises me in the best way. Now, I do have to admit that this is one of my home parks, so of course it's going to fall in this area of the thing. Now, it is just in the beginning of the top 10. The operations were smooth, the ride lineups were delivered more than I expected, and the park has a clean, easygoing atmosphere all season. And Steel Force offers great rides. Talon was running stronger than ever, and the family areas felt refreshed. Now, I do love Steel Force. I am a sucker for Morgan Hypers. I find them really fun, and I just love doing them. Now, Dorney is simply solid, reliable, and is something that you exactly want from your experience at a park. Please go give Dorney Park some love. Number 9 is going to be Six Flags New England. Six Flags New England brings the heat with Wicked Cyclone, one of the best RMCs on the East Coast, and Superman the Ride, which still delivers an elite hypercoaster airtime experience. The park isn't that big, but its top-tier attractions carry a tremendous weight. The atmosphere is fun, the coaster lineup is strong, and every visit this year delivered constant thrills. The cool thing about Six Flags New England is that it has one of the best 1-2 punches in the coaster community. Now, number 8, Six Flags Great Adventure. Now, this is my other home park, and it will always probably live within my top 10, hopefully. It had a great year. El Toro may be temperamental, as always, but when it's running, it's world class. And honestly, it feels smoother than ever. I know they're doing a lot of track work on it, and it has been getting a lot of love, so it's feeling smoother and smoother with each year. And that drop is unreal to be that high up on a wood coaster. It just feels so utterly, terrifyingly fun. And then now you also have Nitro. I am now a kind of new lover to Nitro. I have a love-hate relationship with B&M Hypers, and I started to really come around to them in recent years. And my home park growing up was Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. So Apollo's Chariot was my, B&M Hyper that I rode a lot. And it is one of the weaker ones of them. And so my kind of idea and reputation around them and what I thought they were was clouded with that judgment. But Nitro, honestly, is still smooth. It's floaty, and it runs so fast. Also does some of the most beautiful views in the park, and I really do like it. Now, the new Flash Vertical Velocity brought a unique element to the park. It was the first of its kind in America, and it is truly fun and amazing. It also brings such kinetic energy to the front entry area of the park. It's not located like within the front entry area, but you can see it from the front entry area. And you can see it from a lot of the area around that part of the park. And it just adds so much gorgeousness, and it is so much fun, and the hang time is unreal. And before I get ahead of myself, the Six Flags Great Adventure had great events. It had great haunts that could use some work, of course, and great classic rides. Great Adventure felt alive and exciting in 2025, but also still feels like it's in transition after the loss of King Ka and what will be coming for the future of this park. Number 7 is going to be Knoebels. Knoebels is pure nostalgia and authenticity. The park doesn't need IPs, it doesn't need giant coasters to impress. It's all about the atmosphere, the free admission to the park, the food, and the charm. Now, Knoebels, that's one of the coolest things about it. It is a major theme park, but has free admission to the park property. You can choose to either ride per ride, or you can get a wristband, and it makes it really great. Excuse me. It makes it really great. Gosh. It makes it really great if you have a multi-generational family coming to visit, because your grandparents can come, or great-grandparents, whomever, or people who don't want to ride rides or just want to be there to support people can come and visit and not have to worry about paying for the experience. And the food is really good, and it is a great price for theme parks. And the just charm and layout and just gorgeous setting of this park really makes it amazing. Now, it does have Phoenix, which is legendary in the coaster community, if not one of the best wood roller coasters out there ever created. It has Twister, which is so much fun. It's such a blast. It has Flying Turns, which is a wooden bobsled coaster, which is very unique. I think either the only one in the US, possibly, if not definitely the only one. And Black Diamond gives that classic dart ride vibe mixed with a coaster where you can't find that anywhere else. Knoebels feels like going back in time in the best possible way. Number 6 is going to be Disney's Hollywood Studios. Disney's Hollywood Studios is packed with heavy hitters. That's why it lands at number 6. You have Rise of the Resistance, you have Slinky Dog Dash, you have Tower of Terror, you have Rock and Roller Coaster, you have Mickey's Runaway Railway. And Rock and Roller Coaster is going under a current change from starring Aerosmith to adding Muppets in. You also had this year the closure of Muppet Vision 3D, which was a really hard loss for the community, and it is sad that they cannot have that exist in the same space for new growth within that park as well. They can't both coexist somehow. But Galaxy's Edge in itself is worth the trip. It takes like almost the whole day if you really, really want to get to know it and get to explore it and get to interact with it. And then this park is bringing Disney's immersive lands and big thrills and cinematic atmosphere that makes it a must-do. And honestly, I never thought that in my lifetime that I would put Disney's Hollywood Studios so high up on my list. When I grew up going to Disney, it was always like Magic Kingdom and EPCOT, and like those parks are always my favorite. And to put Hollywood Studios above EPCOT surprises me how much that it's changed, and it's showing what Disney can do with their future and how they can improve. Now we get into the top 5. The top 5. Easily one of the most beautiful parks on earth. is going to be Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Now, I grew up in Virginia. This was my home park when I lived there. And between the 50th anniversary and my milestone of 260 roller coasters and the incredible theming across every village, Busch Gardens Williamsburg is not surprisingly in my top 5. It's a top tier experience every visit. Pantheon is wild. Alpengeist, I can't speak apparently, Alpengeist was running smooth, and the Wolf's Revenge brought a nostalgic storyline full circle. Now, the one area that Busch could do with improving in is going to be Howl-O-Scream. I do love Howl-O-Scream, but with doing so many haunts, I've seen how they could very easily improve the event. But that doesn't mean that it isn't an amazing park. Number 4, Hersheypark. Hersheypark brought the intense thrills, solid operations, and iconic coaster energy this year. Skyrush still tries to rip your soul out. Candemonium is butter smooth, and the blend of family areas and thrill zones keeps this park exciting and ever changing. Chocolate World is also a bonus experience, and they have amazing seasonal events, which helps to make Hersheypark a well-rounded resort. Number 3, and my highest ranked Disney park, is going to be Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom still remains timeless. No park mixes nostalgia, storytelling, magic quite like this one. You have Space Mountain, Tron, Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, the nightly fireworks spectaculars. This park defines what a theme park craftsmanship looks like. And it's comforting, it's exciting, it's emotional. It's everything that you want in a park, and everything that I wanted in a park this year. With some major closures happening this year, we went there to go see, Tom Sawyer's Island and Rivers of America, and it is hard that we're also losing those to gain more to the park. But I'm excited for what is coming in the future of these parks and what is going to happen with Disney over the next few decades. Now, number 2 is going to be Cedar Point. The roller coaster capital of the world stays near the top. Steel Vengeance is still a gold standard for modern coasters. If not, it's probably, definitely, most likely the best RMC out there. Top Thrill Dragster 2 brought a whole new intensity to that type of coaster. Maverick, Millennium Force, Raptor, and Gatekeeper are amazing. You got a stacked lineup right there. And it is staggering the amount of coasters that you go through and get to ride while at Cedar Point. The atmosphere of the shores of Lake Erie is just gorgeous, and sunset creates one of the most magical coaster experiences out there. Now, number 1, and our gold medal winner, is going to be Epic Universe. No surprise here. Epic Universe isn't just a theme park, it's a game changer. Every land is immersive. Every attraction pushes boundaries. Every sightline, every soundtrack, every visual feels crafted with modern precision. Stardust Racers delivers an elite dueling coaster experience. Dark Universe was atmospheric and bold, and my favorite land. Super Nintendo World is vibrant and interactive and so much fun at night, guys. It's so much fun. You gotta check it out at night. How to Train Your Dragon was pure fun and heart, and honestly, such a surprising land that I liked it as much as I did. I liked the movies, and it was a land that I did not expect to gravitate towards so much. And I should have known that. I love dinosaurs. My gosh, I can't speak. I love dragons. So I should have known that I would have liked the land as much as I did. And then Celestial Park ties everything together. It's like a living fantasy world. Epic Universe wasn't just the best park, it was the best park that I experienced in 25. That wraps up my full ranking of all the parks I visited in 2025. This year was packed with incredible rides, amazing experiences, unforgettable travel moments, and I'm excited to see what 2026 brings. Drop your rankings in the comments. Let me know which parks that you visited this year. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like, subscribe, and stick around for more park trips, POVs, reviews, coaster content. And of course, thanks for watching, and here's to another year of adventures.